It started with what seemed like a routine traffic stop, but what happened next would change everything. When 27-year-old Brittany Burnett was pulled over for blocking a bus lane and refusing to move, she didn't stay put. As New Jersey State Trooper Michael Delgaizo walked toward her SUV, he heard the engine shift into drive. He slapped the hood, shouting for her to put the car in park, but Burnett moved forward, striking his knee. Delgaizo reached into the window to stop her, only to become trapped in the door as Burnett sped off. The trooper was dragged along a highway ramp before tumbling onto the pavement, suffering knee and back injuries that kept him off duty for a month. Burnett fled the scene, changed her clothes, and tried to avoid arrest, but authorities caught up with her shortly after. She was charged with eluding police, aggravated assault on an officer, and resisting arrest. The court sentenced her to 5 years in prison, plus 364 days in county jail and 4 months for resisting arrest, to be served concurrently. But Burnett wasn't done fighting. She appealed the decision, claiming her punishment was too severe. Burnett hoped her appeal would reduce her sentence or even overturn the conviction entirely. But when the court reviewed her case, things took a shocking turn. Instead of agreeing that her punishment was excessive, the appeals court decided she had actually been treated too leniently. According to NJ.com, the panel of judges found that Burnett's crimes warranted additional prison time. They ruled that her sentence should be increased by another 3 to 5 years for the assault charge, which could nearly double her stay behind bars if the terms were served consecutively. The case was sent back to the state court for resentencing. The judges explained that Burnett's actions showed clear intent and violence, noting that she had several chances to stop but chose not to. A shorter sentence, they said, did not meet the high standard required for a downgrade. Her legal team tried every argument possible to earn sympathy, even insisting that as an openly gay woman, Burnett would face discrimination in prison. When that failed, they claimed errors were made during her trial, but nothing convinced the court. Burnett's attorneys argued that her expired driver's license should never have been introduced as evidence and accused the trial judge of improperly reprimanding a witness. They even suggested that the trooper's injuries were never officially diagnosed by a medical professional. But the appellate judges rejected every claim, ruling that none of these issues affected the fairness of her trial. Their decision left no doubt Burnett's conviction was valid, and her punishment might actually increase. The panel emphasized that she had acted violently, endangered an officer's life, and shown no sign of restraint or remorse. What began as a simple traffic stop had spiraled into a serious criminal case, and Burnett's attempt to challenge it had completely backfired. Instead of finding relief, she now faced the possibility of spending several more years in prison. The case served as a reminder that appeals can be a gamble, one that sometimes leads to even harsher outcomes. Burnett's decision to fight her sentence had only deepened her troubles, leaving her with more time to reflect on the day that changed her life forever.